rivalry game, and our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the ball first. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the catch at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? After the run, now to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early to the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We got young players with inexperience. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give out of the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Got the first down and more. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bull.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Kruger. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pucks it out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room, it's Kruger. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it in, it's Anderson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like, the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught close to the marker, it's Marshall. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lost to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Badgers in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snags it over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On third down, going up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Iowa! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. The give to the single back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Reynolds. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Setting up the screen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive helmet.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might have to bring up the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try the run. And he's able to shed. Tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On third down, he drops the throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, there are times a quarterback and a receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try the left side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're setting up the screen, and the Badgers will move the sticks.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you in.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field, and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Jukes his way for more. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting him for him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Throwing right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football in.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And off to Jones. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is...
Touchdown, Wisconsin! All that baby in and then stroll it into the end zone for the score.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it. And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Sometimes you try to grab the brass ring. Other times you grab the brass bull.